Hello, and welcome aboard Whale Pod. I'm your Captain Whale, and welcome back to another Genshin Impact video. This is going to be a quick one, as we are just going to cover a couple things very briefly here. Starting us off, ripping the band-aid right off and getting straight to it. There are 70 new Dendroculi to collect throughout the version 3.1 section of Sumeru's desert. And I at last have all 70 of them just chilling in my inventory. This will definitely not be enough to get us all the way to level 10 on the statue, but this is as far as we can get in this version. I have all 180 Dendroculi to date. I suspect there will be roughly around 271 in total. I suspect the statue, based on the current rate it's increasing per level, will need 270 to fully feed it, plus the one extra that is a souvenir / potentially used for some endgame puzzle. As with as a note here, I did not record me farming all these because there are already much better guides for how to get all these Dendroculi already present on the internet, on YouTube for you to find should you need them. So, instead I'm just going to state that you can get 67 of these 70 Dendroculi with the level 1 clearance that you get through the main world quest out in the desert, or I should say the first quest line of it. There's a second one that'll start one daily reset later that allows you to get more clearance, but the level of clearance you get in that first leg, getting level 1 clearance and the clearance to enter Kaj Nuit, or Kaj Nisut, however you say it, is all you need to get 67 out of the 70, with level 2 clearance being required for the last 3, meaning no Dendroculus in the desert in version 3.1 needs a desert clearance level higher than 2. Now we will offer all. And increase the statue level to level 7. That will actually get us... That actually, I believe, got us a constellation for our Dendro Traveler here. Treacle Grass, after the Lee Lotus Lamp triggers a Lotus Light transfiguration. It will obtain 5 stacks of the overflowing Lotus Light effect from the passive talent Verdant Overgrowth. You must have unlocked this passive talent first. Verdant Overgrowth will give 6 elemental mastery to any party member standing within the Lotus's range. For each stack, and it can stack up to 10 times. So essentially this gets you halfway to max stacks just by hitting the Lotus with either Hydro, Electro, I guess also in theory Pyro, but Pyro will cause the lamp to explode prematurely, so mainly just Hydro or Electro. One other thing I do want to cover in regards to the Dendroculi is over here in Kaj Nisut, the throne of King Deshret, the Scarlet King. There is one Dendroculus actually inside Kaj Nisut, and at the end of that world quest chain, the place gets sealed up again. And so far I have not found a way back inside it, so make sure to grab that one while you're in there. There's also another one that can be obtained by climbing all the way to the top of the structure. It takes some patience and some time, but I didn't have double Animo in my party, and I didn't have either Xiao or Candace for the stamina reduction when climbing from their passives, and I still made it up there just fine. There are enough ledges, just eat some climbing stamina reduction food and you'll be good to go. Now, the reason why we went to the Statue of the Seven over here in Bananarama is because I also do want to show off the new version level cap for the Tree of Dreams here in Bananarama. In version 3.0, it was capped at level 20, just like the Sacred Sakura was for Inazuma. In version 2.1, the Sacred Sakura raised 10 levels to level 30. And the Tree of Dreams, with the fact that we've only gotten roughly half the desert so far, is also stuck at the same cap. Max level reached for the current version at level 30, But as you can see, 30 is not the max level. There's still more to go. More crowns at 35, presumably 45 as well. So still 2 more crowns to get from the tree, for a total of 5. They're obtained every level that ends in a 5. So that is the Statues of the Seven done, and the Tree of Dreams done. Now we're going to briefly show off one other thing related to, well, the Statues of the Seven and the trees, and specifically the rewards you get from them. We're going to start off by heading in here. And even though the quest wants me to press further to find and get more clearance for my slate, I'm actually going to head backwards here toward this underground shrine. I'm pretty sure this one is closer than this one. Yes, this should be where we're looking for.
Quietly now.
Rest and rebuild.
Yes, this is the area where the Shrine of Depths is. This is the sealed one that I have not touched yet. There is one that I have opened up on the surface, and I'll quickly show you how to reach that one the quickest, once I've unsealed here and claimed the treasure inside. I did unseal the other one previously because, well, I was still looking for chests to get the top chest achievement. And, well, I wasn't going to look a gift to level, well, a luxurious 4th tier chest in the mouth. Sanctuary Pilgrim, Dune Dreams 1.
Treasure. One way to draw your target.
Lots of goodies coming out of the chest here. Now we're going to act like I did not just get that achievement there, but we are going to delete that pin now. We will never need to go to that Shrine of Depths again. In order to find the other one, you want to go to this teleport waypoint just northeast of the southernmost Statue of the Seven here in the desert. It will take you down to this little mid-cliff layer overpass. Let's see if we can't completely skirt these Eremites. Eremites are kind of like hilly churls in that they have a ridiculous detection range. And as you can see, the other Shrine of Depths, I'm going to briefly mark it on my map again after we get back up to it. Is down at ground level right here. We will teleport away so you can see better where I put the pin. And that is where the last Shrine of Depths, well, the second Shrine of Depths, or first, you're probably going to encounter this one way before the underground one, for the Sumeru Desert. I'm going to clear that away because, once again, I do not need that pin. That was also the last achievement I needed for the Sumeru, the Gilded Desert Series 1. So we will claim Sanctuary Pilgrim Dune Dreams 1. And then claim our Sumeru Sand Treader name card. The Rainforest of Lore is going to be another long one. Fluorescent Bloom is going to take until 3.2 at the earliest. And I'm going to guess that the Tree of Dreams in Bananarama is going to function similarly to the Sacred Sakura over in Inazuma. And that it will not be available to 50 of 50 in version 3.2. But instead wait for a later version. Hopefully just 3.3. Hopefully they're not going to wait until 3.4 to introduce whatever Sumeru's Enkanomiya ends up being to finally get us the Dendro sigils needed for both the Tree of Dreams and the gift shop, as the gift shop in Sumeru City will likely open again once the Tree of Dreams is 50 of 50, just like the gift shop in Inazuma City finally started accepting business once you maxed out the Sacred Sakura. There is one other thing I would like to show off just real quick here, as it did take me a really long time to figure out is there were 3 food recipes new to this version.
Blinding sunlight is such a pain. No way I can get a nap in this weather.
That I absolutely could not find. Of course, there's the coconut charcoal cake recipe new to version 3.1 inside the Lambad Tavern here. Or Lambad. I don't know whether that's a sharp A or a long A. Of course, over in Aru Village in the desert, there's a merchant who will sell the Aru mixed rice recipe. But the last 3 are in a place that in version 3.0 did not even have a shop, let alone any recipes. Here inside the cafe, there is now a shop from the clerk here at the cafe here. And Tekka, the acting manager of Puspa Cafe. The Puspa Cafe will now sell you 3 different Sumeru dessert dishes. Baklava, candied, I'm just gonna call it coconut because it's the same nut that it goes into the coconut charcoal cakes. Candied coconut. And the Padisara pudding. And because I have no idea how to pronounce the actual name they're calling the nuts, so they're effectively Tevat's version of coconuts, so they're coconuts. Yeah, and importantly, if you look at the archive, it would appear that one of the new character's signature dishes is based off of the Padisara pudding. That character would be obviously Nilou, as Nilou is 99.999% confirmed to be Padisara for her Ascension material, as neither Sino or Candace used it, and because of once again the Padisara's connection to the Goddess of Flowers, and Nilou's connection to the Goddess of Flowers through she performs the Dance of Subzerus that the Goddess of Flowers once performed. So in particular, if you're looking for the Padisara pudding recipe, because it is likely to be a Nilou's signature dishes base recipe, it is at the Puspa Cafe in Sumeru City. Now with that, this has just been a nice quick little video in which we fed 70 Dendroculi to the statue, showed off that we are already at the Bananarama Tree of Dreams cap at level 30 for this version, and shown off the 2 Shrine of Depths locations. If you were you probably weren't looking for the second one I showed off, but the underground one might have escaped you. And also just passing it forward, as I actually had to look up where the heck the Padisara pudding recipe was being sold in order to actually find that, oh, they actually added a shop to the cafe now. And with all that said, that brings us to the end of this Genshin Impact video. I hope you have enjoyed this video. It's been a little bit of a placeholder as I figure out which order I'm going to be recording the event and Archon quest in. I'm going to be completing this off camera before I do either, for sure. And I'm actually leaning towards recording the event before recording the Archon quest, as I've seen other content creators posting Archon quest videos already, beating me to the punch on that one, but I haven't seen at least any of the ones I follow posting of Ballads and Brews yet. So I can at least have something a bit more unique in the time being. And it also brings us back to Mondstadt, which is still my favorite area in the game. The desert is gorgeous. Sumeru is breathtaking. Inazuma was somewhat a breath of fresh air. It was different colors, but it was still the same biome. And while Liyue Harbor is quite the sight to behold, all those areas I just mentioned just don't feel like home. And Mondstadt, in particular Mondstadt City, they feel like home. So with that, if you did like this video or found it informative, WhalePod, make sure to like, comment, and sub to the channel if you have not done so already. If you do sub to the channel, make sure to hit that notification bell to stay up to date with all my latest uploads. All 4 of those things do help me out immensely and cost you only a few moments of your time. And with that all said and done, WhalePod, I hope you all are having fantastic days. I have been your Captain Whale, but until next time, this is goodbye.